Greetings and welcome to another cast from the High School StarCraft 2 League weekly tournament number 4, and this is the first round, the finals, between this, the pink Protoss, and rofflewoffle, the purple Zerg. Very nice colors. And the map, Xel'Naga Caverns. So, I'm actually a rofflewoffle. This is me. And this is Vis. This is my practice partner normally. And we happen to get into the finals of the tournament together. And this is just gonna be exceptionally fun because Vis knows exactly what beats me. And I know what beats him, and so the game should be fairly close, fairly even. So, this getting pretty standard gateway timing, and Roffle sending out that drone scout, this sending out the probe scout. Good stuff so far. Let's get the income tab, and yeah, what do casters talk about in the first few minutes of a game? I mean, it just seems as though they talk about, you know, their personal lives or about previous games that they've watched or something like that. But apparently, see, what I'm doing right now is I'm being very meta about it, and I'm talking about what, in the beginning of the game, I'm talking about what casters talk about in the beginning of the game. It's actually a very clever ploy to try to convince you that I'm actually interesting. No, I'm not. I have nothing of substance to say here. I would like to wait until the game actually starts before I start casting. So, this drone going in here, and ooh, it's gonna die. Dead drone. Into the gauntlet of the probes. So, Roffle going for a 14 pool, 15 hatch. And here we can see just how overpowered probes are, because this probe has done over almost 200 damage to this spawning pool. And see, if this had just rushed every single probe there to Roffle's base, definitely would have won. Highly recommend worker rushes. They're almost as good as pylon rushes. Just build pylons in his base, kind of mess up his Sim City. And no, that's terrible advice, by the way. Hopefully you got the sarcasm there. Anyway, this going for, ooh, that's a lot of text that just popped up. The game was having some lag spikes, so we were typing, and there's all the typing. So this getting warp gates, getting gateways, probably going for a 4-gate, because that's what this does. Rofflewoffle getting his gas up, gonna get speedlings soon to defend against that. Let's get some map control. Yes, so Maynarding over 5 drones, good stuff, building a queen. Is actually behind in income, interestingly enough. Chrono boost on the Nexus, very powerful. So this is saving up his chrono boost. Interesting. I have actually noticed this in a lot of Vis's games. He saves up his chrono boost, and then let me show you in a second. Yes, when it almost reaches 100, he uses it. And I can only assume that's because he's saving it up so that in case of emergency, he can just have a bunch of chrono boost. And chrono boost whatever needs to be, you know, completed, and then he'll be all good. Which is interesting. So using your chrono boost as insurance. Perhaps I'll ask him about it, and I'll report to you guys on the website. Which is, by the way, hstarleague.com. And back to the game. I was mistaken. He's not actually going 4-gate warp gate. He's getting 2-gate robo. Probably gonna get a Colossus out. Can't see why he'd get an immortal or anything. Maybe he's just rushing an observer, because those are just the best combat units. Maybe he's playing cartographer mode. StarCraft, where you can just map out the entire map. It doesn't help you win, but maybe it helps you immerse yourself in the game. Because I know people play StarCraft for the realistic immersion that you get within it. It's like, I'm really a space marine. No, anyway, so Roffle macroing up. This is what he's been doing for every game in the tournament series. And generally, if he's allowed to macro without getting harassed, he has a very explosive mid to late game that just rolls over everything. But if he's pressured early, then he kind of crumbles. Yep, that's pretty much my play. I'm good if I'm allowed to macro, and then I die otherwise. So hopefully he won't attack me. So I'm sending in some Zerglings to check out what he's doing. What do I see? I saw this robotics facility, so I'm just going to assume that he's getting Colossus. Or Colossi. Or Coloxin, as some people like to call them. So what will I produce? I get another Spine Crawler. And here's the Colossus, the mighty beast that is the bane of Zerglings and Hydralisks all around the world. So I am getting drones and lings, and lings are not very good against Colossus. Colossi. Coloxin. Because they melt. That's all there is to it. But I guess if you get enough lings and you just throw them at the Colossus, then maybe something will happen. Probably not, though. Wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend going Roach or good old Corruptor against Colossus. And wow, I'm pumping 20 lings. Did I see this army move out? Do I see it move out? Well, yes, there I see the army. That's why you need control of the towers, because then you can prepare. So all these lings gonna pop. Lots and lots of lings. So Vis moving out. Probably wants to keep the Colossus with the main group, just in case I had like lings to pick it off. Of course, I'm not that amazing a player, so I did not lost my little opportunity there. So Vis sees that here's where the creep is, so very smart moving over to here. So Vis sees all these lings here. He knows that I'm gonna be going for a little back door. And here we go. Here's the surround. Need to snipe this Colossus. Oh yeah, and he moved back, and moving back with the lings because you don't really need to attack them there. You can just move back. But oh, this makes Vis move back into my base. Oh, Vis, you are dirty. You are blocking me from my main, and I can't do anything. And oh god, here's the Hydra coming out. Oh, will it kill the Colossus? Die, Colossus, die! Get the Colossus! Oh god, it has 18 HP, and it goes down. That is what Roffle needed. So here we have Ling, one Hydra, which actually decided to move back and say, no thanks, guys, I don't want any part of this. Oh man, this is very bad for Roffle. This is awful for Roffle. That rhymed. But yeah, one Hydra, not going to do particularly well. Roffle just streaming in as many Zerglings, as many Hydras as he can, putting up a Spine Crawler. Oh yes, this Stalker is going to die. And wow, Roffle is 10 drones. Wait a second. Roffle's 10 drones ahead? That's not what's supposed to happen. I'm supposed to be like way behind. How does that work? Let's go to the units lost tab. I lost 91 units. No big deal. 91 to 17. All good when you're Zerg and all your units cost nothing. So this using that aggression as an opportunity to secure an expo, which I'm going to see. I know about this expo. This expo is my friend. Actually, it's not my friend at all. I hate it when other people expand. It gives them more resources and they use it to kill me. I don't like that. But so Roffle getting a hatchery, getting an Evo chamber, upgrading Hydra range, which is good if you can use the Hydras to effectively snipe the Colossus. What I'd like to see is maybe a Roach Warren. Roffle's getting everything. It's like, oh hey, what tech do I do? All of them! Every tech. Because every tech is best tech. Of course, if you build one of each unit, just throw it at your enemy, you're bound to do something. Well, whether that something is good or bad, however. I'm not sure. So, this is going to be sending in his army right here. Roffle sees it because Zergling, so handy. Handy dandy Zergling. That's not a lot of Hydras, but does he have anything in production? 8 Hydras in production with 8 Zerglings in production. And, ooh, yes, Zerglings going for the backstab. This is an excellent technique that everybody should do because it is just annoying. See, look at that. I'm making him, he doesn't know what to do. Does he stay or does he go? Okay, so Zerglings are down now, and, ooh, here come the Colossus. Go, go, power Hydras. Kill Colossus. And 1 Colossus down, 2 Colossus down, and now it's not even going to be close because the Hydras are so good against gateway units. They are beautiful against gateway units. So yes, Roffle wisely pulling back. See, last tournament I was in a very similar position where I just pushed back one of Vis's attacks, and I went forward with this army, and I lost everything. And you don't want to lose everything, because when you lose everything, that means you pretty much lose.